kind of want to be at one. You can have a pen too.
You're live, baby.
I'm live? Okay, we'll sit down and see what happens.
You're supposed to talk.
Yeah. Hi, it's Wendy. We don't know what we're doing. We're trying a YouTube live session. I had it on YouTube.
Keep talking.
Am I there? We're using two. Oh, commercials. There we are. Oh, good. I can see us. But I'm looking down and I gotta look up. Are you in there? Yeah, we're in there. Hey everybody, it's Wendy and Troy, Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and this is our first live session. We've never done this before, so we just want to have some fun Sunday evening and chat and answer questions. Sorry we didn't even get a video up saying we were doing this. This is spur of the moment. This is how I do a lot of things. I just jump in and go for it. So sink or swim, baby.
And I'm sweating bullets right now because I have no idea what she's going to say. My hands are all sweaty. Okay, so...
But that's what happens most of the time is he just puts me in front of the camera and says, go.
Yeah.
And I talk. So this is how it works most of the time, and I made Troy sit in front of the camera because I didn't want to be here by myself. Plus, I can't read anything or do anything, so this is our joint effort here.
Well, there's a few people on, and...
Who are they?
Brad Rad says hi. Christy Betts says hi.
Hey!
And Brad Rad's asking where Lucas is. I think they're in there watching...
We set them up in front of a movie because we're already sweating bullets just playing around and having fun with this. So it's Sunday night, school's tomorrow, and we said, here, go sit in front of a movie so that we're already messing this up. So we put them in front of that.
So Christine Henry says hello. New to your channel since a couple of weeks ago, so thanks for subscribing and watching. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Qualhaddis Farm.
And we're doing this with two phones, you understand. So we've got, I'm looking into one phone and we're holding the next one. So, yeah. But that's how we operate. We don't have any fancy equipment here. Maybe we'll, get enough kickbacks eventually to get some better equipment. But in the meantime, it works. So.
Yep. Oh, so I didn't ask. I assume our audio is okay. Everything's all right. Can
you hear us? I got the window open in the background because we're sweating. Troy had it closed, and I had to open it up because I need some fresh air as we're playing around, trying this, having fun.
Okay. So it reads Quahati.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He likes the water cooler.
Oh yeah, I did that some time back. We our water is rural water. We don't have well water, and so we just use the 5-gallon jugs and get those refilled. And with all the sunlight that we get in here in our kitchen, that's where we're sitting right now, is at the kitchen table. What was happening is the algae was growing inside of it, and trying to clean one of those out, well, forget it. So I made the cover. I used to make the feed bags, turn the feed bags into like grocery bags that you can throw into the car and stuff like that. and did that for a while. It was a lot of fun, but you know, like anything else, there's kind of a time and a season, and it's really a lot of work for to try and sell them. We did that for a while with the farmers market and stuff. But anyway, this is the only one I ever came up with, but we have to put a t-shirt over the top of it because there was still light. The light was still getting through, so I put a t-shirt over the top and then the water cooler. But what's cool is they don't make those bags anymore, so that's an old Purina chicken feed bag. So yep.
So they said the sound is good, so we're good to go.
Good. Okay.
We're not talking to no one right now.
So how many?
I have no idea how many's on.
Okay.
I don't even know how this works.
All right. Well, one of the ideas I had for this evening is we keep watching everybody else's channels and getting lots of ideas, and we figured people would get on and just ask questions if you're up, just relaxing, enjoying Sunday night. But if you've seen, there's a few things that we've been changing, kind of like with our health journey and getting rid of the microwave and putting in a toaster oven, and we don't do a lot of gardening here. It's not that we won't maybe do more, but we kind of need the plant it and forget it stuff out here. I've always done better with things that tell me they need food and water. I just relate to the animals. My dad is a huge gardener and backyard gardener, and I grew up with that. Not as much of my forte as the livestock is. So that's still kind of, you know, one of our goals, to add a few more things in, but haven't really gotten into canning, preserving. It would be fun, but at this stage of the game, it's honestly not just something I've been interested in. But I've been getting some ideas from other people as far as, you know, setting up and kind of having your pantry for different things. And for us, honestly, I would say it would just be more like for power outages at this point of the game, right? Yep. I mean, we're not super serious about having like months on end or years on end of, you know, food. We are pretty reliant on freezers, you know, right now, freezers, refrigerator, but something that we have gotten into as far as health that we keep learning about are different products. Well, let me just start by showing you one. As far as what I was thinking about for something in the pantry, I mean, if you got stuck and your groceries are low, but even camping, this is an idea. This is something that's new to us. It's called matcha. Matcha is actually a green tea, and this one happens to be like what you call a ceremonial grade, but this one is called matcha shake. So thinking about, for us, if we want to go camping, if we want to basically have stuff in the pantry that's easy, I don't know, just all sorts of thoughts. So we're live and I'm just throwing this together, but what is unique about this is that it is a complete meal. It is a whole raw food. Every ingredient in here is whole raw, and this shake is actually certified vegan. The company is called Pure, and this is a new product to this company just back in April. Mm-hmm. And this has become my breakfast now. A lot of times I'm not a huge, I don't cook. I've grown up eating cereal for breakfast, oatmeal, that kind of thing. And so anyway, putting together thoughts with other people, with what they're doing with pantries and homesteading, I just started coming up with this and thought, you know, there's a lot of things that this company puts out. But as far as appealing to other people that are homesteaders or pantry preppers, but even we did some canoeing years ago, and we'd like to get back to doing the boundary waters canoeing where, you know, you're gone for 5 days or so, and you need to have your packs light and a lot less waste as you're packing in and then you're packing out. So this is the first thing that came to my mind is this vegan matcha shake. And what's really cool about it, because everything is in a whole raw state and because it's certified vegan, there's almost nobody that should have trouble with this, with dietary issues, allergies, nothing. Because it's vegan, there's no dairy to it. So if people have dairy issues, I can tell you that the protein is called sacha incha. Try and say that, search that, look that up, but I can tell you it's a seed. Has kind of a nutty flavor, I'm told. I just drink this, so. But anyway, this was just, you know, ask questions. I won't keep, you know, dragging that out. But that was something that I thought would be cool to have in the pantry. Another thing, grab that one right there.
Okay, you had a couple questions. So
okay, all right. I'll keep talking, and then Troy will kind of man the questions. And
well,
like I said,
they're not related to the topic.
Okay, we're just having fun. We're just having fun here.
So the first question was Brad Rad asked, "Do you have flowers growing? And if you do, what kind?" Negative.
No flowers.
No flowers.
We have free range chickens and ducks. So we planted some marigolds, and within the hour they'd come over and ate them. So nah, the only flowers we had were tulip bulbs, and I don't even baby those. So if they come up, they do. But this stage in the game, no flowers.
So Dawn is asking, hello from PA, love your videos on goats. I learned a lot, thank you. Okay, that's not a question, but thank you.
Yeah.
And Dawn also asked, I wanted to ask where you get the tea dip bottle.
Oh, you know, we may have ordered that one online. We've had it since the beginning, so we've had that same tea dip bottle for
6 years.
6-7 years now. I know that
it's out in the barn.
Yeah, it's out in the barn. I know that a lot of the goat supply places, I don't know if you say it Hoger. I think I've always said it wrong, but it's Hoegger, Hoger Goat Supply. We may have gotten it from them, but I know I think it's Jeffers was another catalog, and I'm not even sure if they're in company, but it has a slant to it. But basically, you know, you squeeze it and it vacuums up to the top, and so you've got that cup there, and it's the holder. So you just squeeze the right amount so that you can use the teat dip, and then of course I just pitch it after each goat.
Right. So. Yeah. So Dawn, if you want to send us a private message or something, and then I'll take a photo of it. Maybe it's still got the logo on it, and we'll send that over to you.
Mm-hmm. I don't do anything fancy with the mixture too. I think I explained that in the video that basically for me it's an iodine wound wash, Dawn, and water. And so it works for us, nothing fancy. I know some people add chlorine or bleach, but it seems a little harsh to me, and I think we've only ever had one case of mastitis, and I don't think that's where it came from.
No.
So
that's it. Go on to the Mila.
So back to kind of thinking about, you know, pantry, whether it was, you know, power outage, camping, supplementing your diet. This is another thing. This is called Mila. The company itself used to be called Mila, and Pure Products bought it out. What this is and why it's good is first of all, it's chia seeds. It looks like, well, they look like pepper. I have a little scoop in here. But it looks like pepper, but they are chia seeds. But what makes it special is it's 5 different kinds of chia seeds. And the company has found a way to micro slice it and preserve the oils to it. And the chia seed, I got my little cheat sheet here because it's one that I thought would be really great to share with a lot of people. As far as, like I said, I'm not doing a lot of canning and preserving right now, so this is easier for us to have. It can be thrown in anything. You can put it in juice, you could put it in yogurt, you can put it, bake with it, you can throw it in your scrambled eggs. I throw it in the shake, but it's gluten-free, sugar-free, but the Mila adds a lot of fiber to your diet, so it really helps, like with colon health. Keep everybody nice and regular and cleaned out, but 2 tablespoons of this is equal to 12 fish oils. So a lot of people have found out that the fish oils, the omega-3s, we're not always getting it in our foods, and omega-3s aren't something you can grow in your garden. So a lot of people are having success taking this for just digestion. So this is all holistic, so it's not like I can say or claim anything, but it's something that we've added to that we enjoy and has helped us through. So, yeah.
One thing is, we don't normally wear the same shirts. But I just noticed we're wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
So we had church tonight, so
we've got our church t-shirts
on.
I
got our church t-shirt, free t-shirts on tonight, so.
Yeah. So.
That doesn't happen very often. If that's weird, I'm sorry.
Oh well. Grab that one. The sulfur.
Oh, we got another question.
Oh, okay.
Christy Key asked, do you have fruit and nut trees planted?
We have 2 apple trees, and that is all we have right now.
Yeah, and I think, the first rule when you're buying it or getting a homestead is the first thing they say is to put up, all the fruit and nut trees that you have. Since we don't have green thumbs, that's not something that was real high on our priority list. When we moved out here, we had no idea what we were doing, and
we knew we wanted goats and chickens.
Yeah.
We knew, and dairy goats. We knew we wanted dairy goats.
Right. So we have 2 apple trees.
And the one tree was already here.
Right.
And
yeah. So we planted 1 apple tree. Now, another thing is, since we have goats, they are terrible. Just ask the Texas boys about fruit trees, because if they get loose, they will eat your trees naked every time. Mm-hmm. So goats and fruit trees don't really mix, even if you've got them. Well, you would have to pretty much have them on an island to where they can't swim out to them, because goats don't swim.
No,
I think that would be the only safe way to keep a fruit tree, is on an island.
We've got them all contained out here. That was another video that we did. It took us 6 years to basically fence in the entire property and make a couple of different sections for the goats. And but yeah, we had 2 volunteer trees, the catalpa. Mm-hmm. Is that how you say it? We had one that a seedling, I guess, right? Sapling.
Right.
It sprung up in one of our potters. And so we transplanted 2 of them, and
they made it 3 years, and then we accidentally left a goat out for a few hours, and she totally destroyed it. And I mean totally. I think they're still alive. However, I don't think they're going to make it through the winter because she totally debarked them.
Yeah, skinned them, and I saw a few little sprigs. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
It might make it through the winter. But with the catalpa tree, it seems to do well in our climate. I don't know why. Maybe it likes clay soil, but it seems to do really well. So I thought, hey, well, let's just try and plant it and see how it goes. And it's a good shade tree. But she ate it, both of them.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Eric, my son, is online, and he asks, "Who was your favorite child?" Well,
whoever's watching.
Whoever's watching, that's right. Hi, Eric. Did you ever think you'd see your dad on a live YouTube video? Oh, Eric says it isn't me.
Uh-oh.
Well, who is it then? Because now I don't know. All right.
I had to go back because I'm looking at my little cheat sheet here. Thinking about the pantry and because this doesn't need to be refrigerated and just as far as whether, like I said, you were taking it camping or keeping it in your pantry for emergency situations. And as I look down my cheat sheet here, as I said before, it's equal to like 12 fish oil capsules, but it has 8 times more omega-3s than salmon, 6 times more calcium than milk, 3 times more iron than spinach, 2 times more potassium than bananas, 15 times more magnesium than broccoli, 2 times more fiber than bran flakes, 6 times more protein than kidney beans. And, if you think of beans being a staple as far as keeping that, in a prepper pantry, 4 times more selenium than flaxseed, 9 times more phosphorus than whole milk, and more antioxidants than blueberries. So it's just, it provides a lot of nutrients, and you wouldn't think, and think that the difference, like I said before, that makes this better than a chia seed that you can buy off the shelf is that there's 5 different kinds of chia seeds in here. So I'm no expert. I can't list off all the 5 different kinds, but they have found a way to basically combine these. They combine them all together and they microslice them to preserve the oil so that you get the best of everything. And as far as keeping everything cleaned out, colon cancer is super high. I think it's like number 1 or number 2 in the nation right now. This is something that should possibly look into keeping in your diet. So grab the sulfur over there. We had to do something to keep on topic, and I just thought this would be fun. I've been kind of wanting to make a video and haven't done it. Didn't know what it looked like, so here we are live, just having fun. This is another favorite thing because I'm just thinking of things that would be high in nutrients if you were lacking in without. And a lot of people think of rice and beans in your pantry, but there's other things that can provide the nutrients that your body would need. And organic sulfur is something that is just not in our soils like it used to be. And therefore, the gardens that we're growing, a lot of us now are fertilizing with manure, but that's not commonplace. And there's so many pesticides and chemicals. So they say, a cup of spinach is not what it used to be in the 1950s. That it would take, 5 times the amount of spinach that our, parents or grandparents were growing up with and eating that. And so our diets are just very depleted. And so a lot of the issues that people are having nowadays, it's amazing how our diet, you know, could help fix that. And we believe that our bodies were created, or God created our bodies to help heal themselves. Now, we're all going to die someday of different ways, and you know, that we don't know. Nobody knows, you know. I don't think we'd want to know. But the things that I think were put here on this earth for us to consume were provided for us. And those things have slowly been depleted over the years, and sulfur is one of those. And if you search and see what organic sulfur does for your body, it just a few things off the top of my head is that it oxygenates your cells, and it helps the cell turnover rate happen faster. But most importantly, it helps keeps muscles and tendons and bones more flexible and pliable. And this has helped a lot of my friends with arthritis. Also, my dad has like a herniated disc in his back, and once again, it's just something that's missing out of our diet. And it's amazing with things that we put back into our bodies, how we can just aid and help and keep our mobility moving around a lot better. You know, gosh, we're here on the farm and always lifting stuff and doing things, and so it's just what we found to help supplement. And so these are some things that are going to be in our pantry all the time to help aid and change things better for the nutrition for ourselves and our family. So I'm just ranting on.
Yeah. Do you have anything for poison ivy?
Well, we've
Can you see it?
I don't. Yeah. Troy got into some poison ivy, and it's on this side of his face. It's not on that side of his face, but it's on this side of his face.
Oh yeah, you
right.
can see it a little bit.
Can you see it a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's nice how the replay happens on here. So, yeah, there's, you know, gosh, what have you tried before? Steroid shots and creams, and we've made soap. We've made goat's milk soap, and we've used pine tar to help. And the pine tar really is supposed to help that if you come in contact with poison ivy and you know it, then it's supposed to help wash the oils off.
Right. It's pretty aggressive in how it gets oil off of your skin, so it probably would tend to dry out your skin. But if you're talking about poison ivy, that's okay, because I don't, and I didn't even know I got into it. I mowed the ditch 3 days ago. Yep. Because we were having the cattle drive.
Preparing for the Chisholm Trail cattle drive.
And I was embarrassed because our ditch was all grown over. So I went out there, like it was getting dark, and so I tried to mow it, and I got most of it knocked down. And then I went back out there to get the big stuff with the limb loppers, and that's probably when I got it. So yeah, I got it on my face. I got a couple little spots on my arms, and so if I
not fun.
I probably won't be on any videos in the next few days, and that reminds me.
We're doing it live.
I'll probably start growing out my beard here. Because I'm not going to be shaving my poison ivy face.
It's almost no shave November, I guess.
Yep.
So, but so anyway, we've been trying something, and this same company, Pure, offers silver, colloidal silver, as most people know it, but they put a handy little spray pump on theirs, and so it's been keeping it at bay because every time you seem to get poison ivy, it gets worse, and you get, seem to have more of a breakout, or it affects you more so. But you don't want to get crazy with it, but with the spray on there, not only can you spray it on topically, but of course you can take it internally and put a few sprays in, and it
seems like it's helping.
It's been keeping it calmed down. So yeah.
Let's see, a couple questions. Qualhati, right? Is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it. Do you think it could help with poor circulation?
Which one?
Well, there is a product that...
Yeah.
You're probably talking about the sulfur. Because that's the last one you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. You're probably right. It is possible. The product that comes to mind that they have that helps with circulation is called goji. And goji berries, same thing. You can search that and look that up, what goji berries can...
Better spell it.
Okay. Goji is spelled Goji. And I don't remember what country goji berries are native to. However, I know our neighbor. Our neighbor actually has some berries, so it might be something that's more widely available. But it's called a superfruit. Gojis are part of what they refer to as the superfruit family. And what is different about this company is that that's all it is. It's 100% pure, hence the name. They don't put anything else in it. No water, no fillers, no sugars. It's just goji berry juice. And when you Google that and see what goji berries can do to your blood, they actually have a really cool video on YouTube. And he goes through, and when I say he, I don't know who that is right now, but he shows you a slide and through the microscope what the blood looks like before, during, and then after. And it's really cool, and it really helps to break up and kind of declump the blood and get it flowing better. And I do know that people that have had which they call the Raynaud's, if that's how you say it, but where they have the numbness in the fingers, and they get the blueness in their fingers, or they feel cold due to lack of circulation, not flowing very well. Look that up. The goji berry is really good for that. But it's also one that's kind of known as the happy berry. That's something that I use just for hormone boosting, kind of help regulate ups and downs, gives you the happy feeling without. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay, he's also asking, have we tried witch hazel to dry up poison ivy?
No, that isn't something that we've tried.
And so I think somebody else was asking about plantain, and I have heard about plantain. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we have any growing around here. I'm sure we have someone that we could probably ask for plantain.
I have a neighbor that is a lot more versed in just kind of the native plants and weeds that can be very useful, and she gifts me things, so that's awesome, because that's not something I have a lot of time to mess with right now.
Somebody else was asking about the goats eat poison ivy, and yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
However, the poison ivy that we have on the property is inside. It's in our house area, so we're kind of in the middle of our property, and then the goats eat everything around the outside. So the poison ivy is on the inside where the trees and stuff are, where the stuff we don't want them to eat. So we tried to do a video a couple months ago of showing that the goats would eat the poison ivy right off the tree, and it didn't work.
They're interested in everything, right?
Well, they were eating it just fine. It's our actors weren't acting very well, and I don't.
Yeah.
That was kind of my fault. So that video never hit the air. So sorry
But
about
yes, but yeah, the goats will, and but of course they're cleaning up everything that's, I mean, in their pens. So
Right.
But yeah, where you've gotten into it is of course along our tree lines and
where the goats are not.
in the ditch. Yeah. Mowing,
Right.
Yeah. So. Yep.
Yes, the sulfur quahati. That's what he was saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and he says that they do have goji berries growing.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, I guess just to sort of finish my thought process with this company, Troy did a better job. We were kind of talking about this earlier. Is for us, this is kind of like how people go on to Amazon and they.
Well, all the YouTube channels, they have an Amazon store.
Yeah.
And when you go through the Amazon store, you can, when you start purchasing stuff, then that channel or whoever kind of gets a kickback from Amazon. It doesn't cost anybody any more to buy the things.
Right. They might already have an Amazon account or Amazon Prime, and
right.
And so that's kind of that's how this company works. Is it's not public at this point in time. It's just kind of a word of mouth, kind of a referral system.
Right.
And so you get a membership through a link, and anytime you purchase anything, then we get kickbacks for referrals. So it works much the same as like Amazon Prime does. And one of the reasons why I thought to jump on and just throw this out there at this point in time is that until midnight tomorrow, and today is Sunday, September 24th. So midnight tomorrow, which is Monday the 25th, is that right? Monday, September 25th, they have a $1 membership. It's still not a big deal. It's $25 to get a membership. But right now they just had a special running and it's about ready to end. So do we wait till this posts? I mean, I can kind of tell them what our link is, but do we wait till it posts to put like the link below to show them?
Yeah, we'll put it in the link below so you can come back to the video and then we can put that link in the description.
Yeah, but I'll just, what it is I'll just tell them what.
Okay.
It's livepure.com, so it would be LIVEPURE and then .com, but then the backslash after, then you put a backslash, and after that it's Chick-a-Woof Ranch, just like our channel. You do have to put in the little hyphens, but on there you can go on and read and all about the different things and ask away, because this is just a journey that we're on that has helped our family, and so yeah, where everybody's trying different things and different niches and stocking their pantry with stuff. Well, these are some of the things that we're keeping around and taking on a regular basis, but would be some great ideas for keeping in the pantry along with your food preservation and going camping. There's lots of different thoughts that go through my mind there. So.
Yeah. So Dawn was saying that she's sure that we have plantain growing somewhere. And we probably do. But if it's probably brown right now because it hasn't rained in months.
Oh gosh, no.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow night, but
yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah.
They don't really know.
So, but
all right, you ready to close it up?
Yeah, well, we're coming to a close here, but no, so yeah, mostly the three things that I just mentioned were the organic sulfur. I did talk about the goji berry, and then the matcha shake and the Mila. And all three of these things could actually be put together. But I forgot to say this too. is in the event of camping or having it just in your pantry, this can be put in a blender bottle. And that's why I have that sitting here, is that all you need to do is to add water to this and you're done. It's a whole complete meal and it's certified vegan. But yeah, so if you have the shaker bottles that have like your little ball in there, yeah, exactly. You just pour it in, add your water, and you're done.
Yep.
That's it.
Typically, though, we make ours in the morning, and we put in the goat milk, and then
we have dairy goats.
Right, and we do a frozen banana, and it is really good.
Now, the frozen banana is because we have a blender. So,
right.
But if you're, without electricity or camping or whatever, then, then that's it. But yeah, so instead of coffee in the morning, I'm not the coffee girl. Troy does enjoy the coffee. But as I'm walking around doing my chores, I've got my little thermos type cup that, everybody's carrying around nowadays. And the frozen banana works really well because I don't have to add ice and dilute it. Plus, I like the taste. Makes it a little bit sweeter.
Yep.
So, but anyway, so we'll put a link to that and just ask questions. There's lots of good information out there, and we'd be glad to share it. And so maybe we'll actually make a video. But like I said, we're just jumping on and trying live for the first time, and sink or swim. Here we go. So I just thought, with there being a special offer out there right now with a $1 enrollment, and instead of $25, it's a great way for somebody to try something, and it just makes it user friendly. Sometimes you go to Whole Foods or your natural grocers or Sprouts or all your different ones, and you just stand there, and gawk with your supplements and try and go over and ask the 19-year-old behind the counter, which one do I pick? And so this just makes it super easy for us. So, but anyway, so we've had fun, and maybe we'll give everybody a heads up the next time we do one of these. And so yeah, thanks for coming on. I have no idea how many people came on, but thank you for joining and commenting. We were pretty sure that, well, I don't know. I was almost sure that no one was going to comment or show up. That's why the sweaty palms. Yeah, nobody can see that. We got the window open behind us, so.
All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and we'll see you next time, maybe on another live video.
So be sure and check out the part 2 just hit for the Chisholm Trail.
Oh yeah.
Anniversary drive. We just hit go on that, just 40 minutes ago or something. So if you haven't seen the first one, watch the first one, and we've got part 2 up, and then there's a part 3 to come, and just really exciting. That was just a cool day.
It was a lot of fun, and we had 3 different cameras rolling for most of it. That was a tough video to make, because it was, I don't know, that was a long, I probably used maybe an eighth of the video that we shot, so you have to watch all of it, and
all the footage.
Yeah, and then but yeah, it turned out really cool, and it was fun, and yeah, so yeah, part 3 is going to be cool too. So go ahead and watch part 2.
And I don't know, I'm still kind of saying that maybe we should do just a slideshow of all the photos that we took too, because we just had a lot of cool experiences. So what? You're chuckling.
Cog Hill.
Oh.
Hey Jason, how are you, bud? He's cracking me up.
Great.
I can't say that on there. I can't say that. Oh, okay. And Vicky Melinda said enjoyed the LGD series. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
There's we're gonna keep talking.
Yeah, we are gonna keep talking.
You keep asking questions, and we'll keep talking. When I started the channel, it was a great topic because we were learning so much about the LGDs and just how they act. And I grew up with dogs, and so did Wendy, but we've never had a real working dog. And to see them actually working, and you don't really have to give them a whole lot of instruction other than just go, you know, and it's just amazing how they do their job and
it's
how
bred in.
Yeah, and it's totally amazing. I mean, Cherokee works so hard. I mean, that poor boy, he barks all night. Well, he didn't bark all night, but he protects the property all night. It's just amazing. And yeah, it's very cool. So that's all the questions we have. So we're gonna cut it off now, right?
Yep. Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
All right.
Now I gotta turn it off.
Yep. Now I gotta turn it off.